An expected spell of reprieve in war-torn Afghanistan has suffered a major setback as the country continues to remain a target of terrorists. While at one side, terrorist groups like Islamic State are targeting civilians across Afghanistan, Taliban too have been constantly storming Afghan military bases, causing more atrocities and bloodshed. As a result, the Afghan government has now adopted an offensive posture against the Taliban and has launched counter-terrorism operations against the group. This escalating rate of violence, even after a peace deal, has once again raised concerns regarding the vulnerable situation of Afghanistan amidst the revival of dreaded terror groups on its soil. A report.
Afghanistan has been gripped by a wave of violence. Multiple bomb blasts and shooting incidents are being reported on a daily basis from the war-torn nation. Recently, 8 people were killed when gunmen stormed a mosque in central Afghanistan's Parwan province while worshippers were offering evening prayers during the Islamic holy month of Ramadan. 5 mosque-goers were also wounded in this attack. Though no group claimed the responsibility for the attack, but Afghan officials blamed the Taliban for the attack. However, the Taliban promptly denied its involvement in this brutal assault. In the meantime, the Taliban have also ramped up attacks on Afghan security forces. In the latest spate of violence against Afghan security forces, Taliban fighters detonated a car bomb near an Afghan intelligence agency installation in the central province of Ghazni, killing at least 7 people and wounding 40 others. Last week too, 5 civilians were killed and 40 people, including 6 soldiers, were wounded in a Taliban truck bomb blast targeting an army office in the neighboring province of Paktia.
صدای فایر شروع شد تقریبا 10 دقیقه بود که فایر داخل ثقافت فایر بود. ما فکر کردیم اکثر وقتی که فایر میکنن یگان فایر میکنن، ما فکر کردیم که شاید از اون فایر ها باشه. بعد از 10 دقیقه بعد یک انفجار بسیار قوی صورت گرفت. یک انفجاری بود که یک رفیق میج استراحت بود، من خودم میج استراحت بودم، همین دروازه پلای دروازه و شیشه کش در سرم ریخته.
Meanwhile, in retaliation to violence, Afghan government has begun counter-terrorism operations against the Taliban. Recently, Afghan security forces successfully repelled a fierce Taliban attack on Kunduz province with the support of Air Force, a strategic city in northern Afghanistan that had briefly fallen to the terrorists twice in the past. According to Afghan officials, Taliban fighters attacked at least 17 outposts of Afghan forces around the city of Kunduz from several directions, triggering fierce fighting. The Afghan Defense Ministry claimed that at least 40 Taliban terrorists were killed and 50 others were wounded in clashes with the security forces. The latest violence follows a declaration by President Ashraf Ghani last week to resume offensive strikes against the Taliban after a string of brutal attacks in the country, including a maternity hospital attack in Kabul, which killed 24 people, with women and babies.
اوربند او سولې لپاره د ولس علمای کرامو، حکومت او نړیوالې ټولنې د بار غوښتنو باوجود لا هم طالبانو له جنگ او افغان وژنې څخه لاس نه دی اخیستی او زموږ په هیوادوالو عوامه ځایونو یې خپل بریدونه زیات کړي دي. نو د هیواد د دفاع د هیوادوالو عوامه تاسیساتو د امنیت او خوندیتوب او د طالبانو او ټولو تروریستي ډلو او ګروپونو د بریدونو او تهدیدونو د دفع کولو او د دوی د ځپلو په موخه د هیواد امنیتي او دفاعي ځواکونو ته دستور کوو چې د دفاعي حالت پر ځای برته تعرضي حالت اختیار کړي او دښمن پر وړاندې خپل عملیات پیل کړي.
Meanwhile, the U.S. Special Representative for Afghanistan Reconciliation, Zalmay Khalilzad, met Taliban leaders in Doha and discussed about counter-terrorism, intra-Afghan talks and the withdrawal of American forces from the country under the peace deal. Taking to Twitter, Khalilzad said, "I held 3 constructive meetings with Mullah Biradar and members of the Taliban Political Commission, emphasized that US-Taliban agreement is interconnected. Counter-terrorism commitments, intra-Afghan negotiations, troop withdrawal and gradual violence reduction leading to a permanent ceasefire." Khalilzad also met President Ashraf Ghani and Chairman of the High Council for National Reconciliation Abdullah Abdullah in Kabul and congratulated them on their agreement to form an inclusive government after prolonged negotiations. In a series of tweets, he said, "We discussed next steps required to implement the agreement between the two leaders. On peace, we agreed that violence is much too high and there is a need to move urgently to reduce it by all sides." Zalmay Khalilzad urged that all sides will have to reduce violence in order to begin the stalled peace process.
Unfortunately, the credentials of Taliban and some of the sides are very, very doubtful. And above all, all sides are being supported by Pakistan. So all the militant groups and terrorist groups get in one way or the other patronage from Pakistan. So for them, it is not good that if peace returns to that particular region. Otherwise, US has been wholeheartedly trying for a long time. In fact, India also mediated in between and also wanted to participate.
Khalilzad peace efforts came as the scale of violence has significantly increased in Afghanistan over the past few months. Violence has spiked up since the Taliban signed the peace deal with Washington in February that called for the full withdrawal of American troops from Afghanistan within 14 months. According to government officials, the country has witnessed more than 3,800 attacks since the signing of peace deal, which killed 420 civilians and wounded 906. Moreover, the United Nations Assistance Mission in Afghanistan told that Taliban was responsible for 208 civilian casualties in April 2020, which is 25% higher than April 2019.
Even after signing the peace deal with America, Taliban in a way has not withdrawn itself from the conflict, and they continue to get engrossed in conflict, and they are continuing to maintain some strikes here and there where they are targeting innocent civilians. What I see is that Taliban is in a way hungry for money. That's true. But the fact is that they are also being pushed by other sides and other terrorist groups, and as well as Pakistan, to create chaos and confusion within that particular region.
The country's conflict is back into full-fledged bloodletting after a brief period of hope that a deal between the United States and the Taliban would open the way for negotiations between the two Afghan sides. Although in the peace deal, the Taliban pledged to reduce violence and prevent Afghanistan's territory from being used by terrorist forces, this constant wave of attacks in Afghanistan has once again raised the concerns about country's future.